What's up, folks? How you doing? We're continuing our live stream dealing with Nurgle in Realms of Chaos, playing as Kugath Plaguefather. And for those of you who perhaps have not tuned into this stream before, the reason we have returned to the Realms of Chaos is that I believe that this is the most challenging campaign in all of Warhammer 3. It's a little bit of nostalgia, if you will. And I think it's uniquely challenging for Nurgle, and that's why we're doing it. So after we complete this campaign, we'll obviously return to Immortal Empires. But I think this has been a really fun series. So I've got a couple hours to stream tonight, so that's what we're going to do. And we are picking up with Kugath here in Cathay. So I'll give you a recap after we get out of this battle. But there's been a whole bunch going on in this region, and if you watch the end of last stream, we almost got beat in Cathay. So we were able to turn that around, and I think we're about to blow up a whole bunch of stuff in Cathay. But to get that going, go ahead and hop into this battle. And of course, let me know where it is that you're listening from. It's always good to hear. And what your favorite faction to play is. I would also like to know if the sound is coming through okay, if the stream looks good. All indicators on my side are that the stream is good, but, you know, just because my end says it's good doesn't mean that it is. So let's see here. All right. So we have a somewhat beat up Cathayan army against a somewhat beat-up Nurgle army. And not only do we want to win this, but we want to win this in a way where we sacrifice as few quality units as possible. We obviously want to bring these guys up to full health, and the main challenges that we're going to have here are that we did not get our thing, our summon, so we're going to have to finagle to kill all 4 of these cannons before they can basically wipe out our army. So in order to do that, since we are a demon faction, we have only 2 mortal unit, well, excuse me, 4 mortal units, 5 mortal units, excuse me. We should take up a defensive position while we finish the whole deal with the cannons. So unfortunately, we only have a little bit of Vanguard deployment here, so we're gonna have to do some a fair amount of retreating here to get in position, and hopefully we won't get caught out by these units. We have Chosen, and then these guys are going to do a fair amount of work for us. So this is basically everybody, and we're just going to, right off the bat, tell them to move. And then we'll send these guys in. And now that they are in motion, we'll go ahead and set up our situation here. We're just gonna pull these guys to the back, and then we'll put these guys on the kind of in the perimeter a little bit. We'll move Kugath over here. Put these guys here to do what they do best. And then the Beast of Nurgle was already situated, so I think that's everybody. Yeah. All right. So let's focus on the Plague Riddens here. They have their Locus of Contagion, which can help us quite a bit. Again, we need to stay out of range of those artillery, and I'm assuming once we start doing some damage to these artillery, that we're going to have to deal with everybody moving forward on us. So we're going to drop Blight Boils right on top of them. And then this one is going to take its Locus of Contagion this way, and this one's going to take it that way. So right off the bat, we'll just go ahead and pop that, and then get the that gizmo, and then we'll hit this one with one as well. And now we'll start casting the Stream of Corruption, and we're just going to derp around this Lord here for a little bit while we try to cast into the artillery. And we will want to, I forget if they're on Force March or not, but we will want to ultimately kill that Lord to make sure that it doesn't make it to rank 20. But so far so good, we're doing okay. It looks like we're slightly faster than he is, so he can't really catch us, which is kind of funny considering that we are a Nurgle army. Of course, I have to do my part so that they can't catch us. Had a little bit of a micro fail there. Come on, man. And this is a nice juicy blob for a Contagion. Does this guy have any speed? Yeah, speed. Okay. Let's do... Where's the artillery? It looks like a big blob of artillery right there. You know what we could do? We could just... we've started with enough damage to the artillery. Let's go ahead and just... instead of running from this guy, let's just mess him up. You know, Mason says that he thinks that that Nurgle is the worst faction / race. I disagree. I think probably that goes to Vampire Coast, in my opinion. I don't really care for them very much. I think the Empire could really use some help. I would actually say the Kugath is among the richest races. So Nurgle is among the richest races. I think that a lot of people play Kugath incorrectly, and because of that, they are of the opinion that he is weak, which is not, at least not in my opinion, the truth. He plays substantively and substantially different than just about everybody else. You can draw parallels to some other factions, but for the most part, I would say that he's pretty unique in how he plays. And knowing how to exploit those aspects of the campaign are critical to actually having a good campaign. And that is why we're playing the Realms of Chaos campaign, because it is the hardest campaign, in my opinion, of all of Total War Warhammer 3. So now that we have basically eliminated this Lord, although we might have to do a Rancid Visitation on him. I think he's going to outrun us. Yeah, so we're going to have to do that because he's just going to... We definitely don't want him to get any experience. Got him. All right, cool. And I think that what we should probably do here is we should probably occupy this archer unit and then use this other one to just go into melee with these cannons. If these archers, these are actually pretty good units. I probably should have done the other way around. Let's look. They're kind of approaching kind of catty-corner to us. Let's go over there and just really quick kind of reorient our artillery so that when they come in to range, they can actually do halfway decent work. And let's go back to the Plague Riddens here. We'll go ahead and do the Contagion. And that actually looks like that strategy's working out pretty good. We're going to do another one, but we need to get all these units in. All right, cool. And but these, nobody is... yeah, we need to turn them off guard mode, so that they actually stick. All right, so one cannon is routed, and it looks to me like they have enough to get back on. Oh no, they're actually done. Okay, never mind. And there should be 4 total, so... Yeah, 1, 2... And they're almost in range, so we need to get over there here pretty quick. We're going to abort this whole thing here, and hopefully they don't get back on the artillery. But we need to do something about these ones over here, or they're going to start causing us problems. We might... Do we outrange them? Range 360. Range 400. No, they outrange us. That's okay. We'll make short work of them. They'll only get a couple shots in on us. And they're shooting at Kugath anyway, which can basically just tank all that to the face. So it doesn't really matter. And they have now gotten in range for our artillery. They're not quite where I want them to be to start dropping the Nurgling Tide down. Alright, this guy needs to get out of there. He didn't get out of there. He could probably actually take... They can probably just take out those lions, now that I think about it. Alright, we're close enough to start popping Nurgling Tide, and this is just to kind of tie up any units that are incoming. We don't actually expect them to spend any appreciable amount of time fighting them, or actually get any kills even. We just want them to kind of stop for a second. And then we'll go ahead and move the artillery back so it's behind something that can stop them. Kugath is a Mortis engine, so it's fine if he gets into melee. What is this? Oh, that's the dragon, or excuse me, lion. Okay, that looks good. Is this in melee still? It is. Let's go ahead and pop it. See if it does any kills. That was fine. Back to the Plague Riddens. This one's not doing so hot, and we are out of magic, so we need to... okay, yeah, got him. They're actually doing fine. They need to finish off these, and then we can move them out of there. And it looks to me like they have finally made contact with us. We'll go ahead and take our line of Nurglings and move it up. And we might as well move our Chosen up as well. And we'll just let them make contact with who they make contact with. We'll send the Chaos Knights out this way, and then I guess these guys are probably actually good, but we should send the Plague Bearers out, and we'll... I guess not. I don't know that these guys... we'll continue to use this guy to run stuff down. But this one we'll bring back for combat. And we just really need to get up in there and tight on those missile units. Now this guy self-heals, so that's fine. This guy's on a horse, we'd probably use him, and then the Chaos Knights have... the Chaos Knights have freed themselves, so we can probably go do that. This thing we'll use on our damaged plague-ridden. I think that that's done. Probably do some more kills on that archer unit, and I think that's the army losses. Now, I don't remember. They must have an unbreakable unit in here. Oh, yeah, Terracotta Sentinel. Okay. So we'll, these guys can go ahead and use the rest of their ammo while we wait for that to go down. Do we have any more missiles? Doesn't look like it. Oh, no, this guy does. And they're armor piercing, so we can do that. What is this guy fighting? Chosen. I would prefer him not to do damage to Chosen or Plague Bearers, but if he wants to do some damage to Nurglings, then that's fine. That's actually Nurgling Tide Nurglings. That's gonna lose in 6 seconds, so we might as well blow that up. And we can order up another one. It would be okay if he wanted to fight Kugath. I'd be alright with that. Because Kugath will win. And then where is our other Plague-Ridden? He could get in there and fight the Terracotta Sentinel, I suppose. What is the speed here? So we got 28 versus 27. So we're probably not going to do anything substantive there. Can we reach them with artillery? No. Yes. We really do not want these exalted plague bearers involved in that fight. Nor do we really want these guys in there either, but we should probably park them kind of close to this. We could use this set of plague bearers, which I don't understand why that recharged. It says recharges if hit points less than 75%. Oh, okay, I see. Alright, so this unit of plague bearers. Melee defense. And that should be enough to pin that down. Okay. What is this over here? Jade Warrior crossbows with shields. We'll send the Chaos Knights out to deal with that, and then let's find something to deal with this whole situation here. They can just go ahead and do that, and then we'll set this up later. And they're pretty close. Mason says, I think my favorite race right now is Chaos Dwarfs. I really do like the Chaos Dwarfs. I was very skeptical about the Chaos Dwarfs when they first launched. And then I got access to the DLC by purchasing it. And I decided that, yeah, they actually did a fantastic job on that one. So I know there's a lot going on with like DLC prices and stuff like that. I was happy to pay what I paid for the Chaos Dwarfs DLC. I thought that was entirely fine. Shadows of Change, which for the record I did not pay for. If you, I'm going to stay true to my review and say, yeah, it's a little bit undervalued in comparison, but I also stand by the statements that I made as, you know, cost per hour of entertainment. Video game prices are going up, guys. They just are. There is too much money thrown, too much free money thrown around the world for too long. And that's all drying up. It's just, They're going up. You can't print money. It has consequences. All right, so this is the last unit that we actually care about. And it looks like we've done... I would like to kill one more entity. Just to... Because... no, actually, I think that we did... Okay, we killed them all anyway. But I do really like the Chaos Dwarfs DLC. I think that it's good. I really like playing as them. I would consider a campaign for Chaos Dwarfs. Personally speaking, I like playing as Zatan the Black because he gets extra convoys. He's my favorite to play as because I think he gets ahead on the convoy game pretty early and gets you some pretty nasty items right off the bat. But I could be convinced to play the other ones. I think that probably the most challenging experience of all of them is probably Drazoath. We'll take the money. Yeah, we'll take the money on this one. We got more than enough infections. Not that we don't have plenty enough of money either. All right, so it looks like they were on forced march. They are done. So we win in that region. And let's see. Did we sack this recently? Yes, we did. Yeah, we sacked that. And we aren't really holding on to this territory. We're over here to make money and hamstring Cathay. We don't really care too much about maintaining territory in this area. Although if we were going to maintain territory, this would be a good one. So right now, this is really just a magnet for enemies. And ultimately, what I would like to do is maybe get out from underneath. Maybe get this territory. Probably not. No, we're not going to get that off Kairos. But if we could sell this territory to Kairos, then that would be acceptable. Because that would give us more vassal tribute, and it would... we're already raking in a lot of dough, so it's... we don't necessarily have to conquer any more territory to win this campaign. Let's see here. So I think probably the most valuable of all of these provinces is probably going to be this one. And the goal of this thing here, this whole thing, is to get this province off Katerin without going to war with her. We want to build another military building here and get Saber Mountain off of her so we can sell it to help me. Sell it to the Chaos Dwarves and make them happy with us. We're well on our way with Drazoath. He likes us. So we don't have to worry about him, but we need to make the disciples of Hashut. Whatever they're... It's going to drive me nuts. Astrogoth. Sorry. Brain fart. We want to make Astrogoth happy. Now, I think he's on his way. But if we could sell him an area... Then we would be in pretty good shape. So to give everybody a lay of the land, if you haven't seen one of these previously, we have this region here. This is a sell region. We don't really care about this. We have this region. We're going to keep it. Nikari, Kairos, and Skarbrand are our vassals. And this region down here is... for spreading plagues. So we don't have to do any of this. We could sit back and just hit end turn. But I want something to do. I mean, you can make this campaign very boring at this point in time if you wanted to. But I would rather actually do some stuff. So here we need to deal with... Oh yeah, we were going to sell this to Scrag next turn. That's what we were going to do to make him like us. So next, I think, is dealing with Wolfenburg. Yeah. Which, that was a mistake. We probably should have stayed in our own territory. But we cannot reach that next turn. They can't... Military presence 1. Okay, so they don't have anybody. We're just going to do this. Yeah, they don't have anybody here that can really mess with us.
I cannot.
So that's fine. We'll be able to take that, no problem. Let's see what we got going on here. Kugath, level 43. We'll just probably go ahead and get Mentor. And then these guys are basically end stage at this point. So whatever we really want. We want the important spells. We don't really use overcasting very much. At least I don't, not with Nurgle. So I'm just going to go into combat skills with those guys. And then this guy also kind of end stage. So he's not really... we might as well make him last longer. Alright, cool. More unassigned skill points. This is... oh, you know what I said that I would do? We'll do it at the beginning of next turn. Is I said that we really needed to go through our items and ancillaries and assign them, because I'm not very good at that. I will... At the very beginning of the campaign, I'm pretty good about that. But once the campaign wears on a little bit, I completely forget to do it, and I just end up with a huge list of items that probably should have been fused. So I go for the Toxic Trooper. We already have means to heal within our army. I go for this because it really helps their combat abilities. And then this guy, I think we're still at war with these ogres. Yes, we still are at war with these ogres. So we need to... They had a camp here. That's what we were doing. So we need to actually blow some stuff up. We might actually be able to get some of this off Kairos. Yeah, we might be able to get some of that off of him. We'll see how it goes. And this is an actual plague. So let's go down this way and see if there's any thing that is coming up this way, because we're going to blow this up and then probably go to here. We're here. We might as well move. Or wait a minute. No, we already did that. This guy. Does anybody have replenish? He's got 1 point. So he's already started down it, so we'll not do that for this guy. And we'll send him down the rest of the magic line. Damaged buildings. Yeah, we don't really care about that. Building upgrades available. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this we definitely want to do. We don't really care about those. So let's scroll through all our provinces and make sure that we don't have anything that needs to be done here. So we've got Nangao, nothing, 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 nothing. 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 Alright, cool. Good deal.
How we delight in the sorrows of the sickly.
Depending on... Okay, so let's see where we can get with this. These guys are probably coming down this way. So let's go ahead and, for the heck of it, we're going to move to the perimeter of our bounds here. And then we're going to go ahead and hire a plague here. Let's reduce their campaign movement range. And this looks like a sizable army.
My will does not bend.
It's probably got some missiles in it. So let's go ahead and do reduce campaign movement range, missile strength, and yeah, we'll just do the plague duration. That's good. Can't quite reach, but they'll come down here next turn, so we'll be able to reach them after that probably. And that'll just give us eyes on whatever they're going to do. And then Kugath is currently wearing the wrong plague, in my opinion. Or wait a minute. Yeah, he's currently wearing the wrong plague. So we want... Oh, he can't actually get a new plague. Alright. So... because we have the ability... We do have the ability to do a resident plague, right? Yes, we do. Okay. Let's look at our settlements and see if there's anything that really needs anything. Here, we can probably pop something here and get it to spread. So let's do growth, money, and infections. And this one should be, yeah, it's situated on extra plague spread. All right, cool. Let's end the turn, and then, well, first let's do some diplomacy. We could do some diplomacy. I'm going to stay away from diplomacy with Grimgore because we want to make... Goldtooth would take a peace treaty. It would keep us from having to deal with him more. Because he's probably getting whipped by, he's over here, he's probably getting whipped by everybody at this point, really. Does he have any associations that we don't really... He's currently at war with only us and our vassals and the trash faction. So let's go ahead and go back to that peace treaty. I know he's not going to give us much for it, but it would just keep him out of our hair for the time being while he continues to get kind of whacked around. And that also will increase their strength rank collectively across the map and keep fewer people from declaring war on us. So, all right, that is good with that. And remind me at the beginning of the turn to do all those items and stuff. And let's go to... Let's see. What did the chat say? MRM says, I won a campaign on Legendary very high with one province. I traded everything else away for safety. Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? You can do that in this campaign. It would just be kind of boring to do that. So I want a little bit more than that. I mean, we could just have our original province. The thing about that is, if you're trading them for vassalages, then yeah, you can definitely get away with that and not get a bunch of stuff declared on you, a bunch of wars declared on you. But at this point in time, like, very few factions are declaring war on us because we are super strong. 700 banners of +1 leadership. Yep. Good evening, Priest of Plagues and the rest of the bench warmers. Yeah, we have we have lots of bench warmers. We have a whole bench warmer army. Torox the Lord is strong, yes, but so is Kugath. I meant faction strength. You need time to build up unit capacity, etc. Yeah, and don't get me wrong. Like I guarantee you, if we go into our unit capacities, like Chosen and stuff like that. We don't have very many of those. So you are right. But I would say that you don't even need those units. Like, I don't think that Kugath the faction... I don't think Kugath's faction is meant to really have a full army of Chosen. Like, he's not built to spam units like that, I don't think. I think he works better on kind of having a couple tiers of units in his roster that include the full gamut of trash all the way up through pretty good stuff. So we started a war that caused us to go to war with the Great Orthodoxy, and you can see that Scarbrand is starting to push into that territory, and it's going to get ugly up there pretty quick. Some more Cathay going on here. I don't know what they're going to do with that. Are they going to attack? Yeah. I wonder if they'll have enough room to... Doesn't look like it. So we need to capture another settlement. No, actually, we need to capture the gate. Yeah, well, I don't know. I can't tell with the banners there. I think this belongs to... Oh, this is destroyed. Never mind. Did they just beat a... Oh, no, it was just the Kurgan warband. But I think they took serious damage on their armies. So I don't think we care about any of that. Hawkland, Ostland is retreating. And we basically don't care about Norska either. All right, cool. Plague spreading. All right, I said that we were going to do this, so we're going to go do it, and this is going to take a couple minutes. So let's, well, what is this guy doing? I don't know what that guy's there for. But this guy is definitely doing some work in this area, so we should probably start on him. Let's see what we got here. Let's trade this out for the null plate. And he needs an enchanted item, which doesn't look like we have very many good ones. I like these Iron Cursed icons for some of our units that are rather large. So I don't usually merge those down because it's nice to have the extra. He is a Nurgle caster, so he does not need a potion of toughness for him. So let's go back to the enchanted items. I guess we might as well give him that. You know, it's not very good, but it's something. And then arcane casting. We don't really care about miscast base chance, but we have 2 of those, so let's go ahead and fuse them, even though Kugath's currently wearing one. And we got a Sword of Bloodshed, which I think we should have got a purple unit out of that, or we should get a purple out of that. I don't think that's coded right, in my opinion. And arcane casting. Let's just give him the, let's give him a power stone. Yeah, and then we'll look at these, and I mean, he might as well have a banner. He should have this, because he's going to do that a fair amount. He should have campaign line of sight. Not necessarily any of that. What is a plague doctor? Chance of plague spreading. That's actually good, because that's what he's down there to do. All right, cool. Let's move on to the heroes in this army. Yeah, nothing. Look at that. All right, so this is fine. This is a little extra ward save. These guys do some fighting, so we'll go ahead and give him that. They ultimately end up doing a lot of flying, so they should have some extra ward save. We don't really need to use the potion of toughness on them because they'll have healing abilities. And this has got to be like one of the most worthless items ever, so we're going to go ahead and fuse those. A Scepter of Stability would be good. Yeah. What does the Scroll of Shielding do? Damage resistance. Actually, that's probably better for him. And then, as far as, yeah, we can do that. Even though I don't think there's any left on the map. Those don't matter. In case we have them do any... Actually, we'll put that on our dude that's running around. Alright, so that's done. He's done. Let's go to armor. Obsidian armor. Not great. Enchanted shield is armor and melee defense. I guess that's better than the obsidian. Armor plus 3, armor plus 15. I guess, whatever. Let's do an actual fighting weapon on him. And then, as far as this stuff is concerned, spell resistance, ward save. Yeah. What is the chromatic tome? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we'll do that. And then, I guess we'll give him the Scepter of Stability. Might as well do the Mutant, even though, again, I don't think that really helps us much. All right, cool. He's done. All right, so that is that army. And let's move on to... What is this guy doing?
Killing you will be my pleasure.
I don't remember what the... Oh, he was there for closing a rift. And did I just forget about him? Let's bring him down here, and I guess he can join up with that army that I don't really know what we're going to do with yet. Okay, let's quickly look here. Okay, this would be a good opportunity. He's damaged from fighting the Kurgan warband, so we can keep him from replenishing and do some damage to him. Let's look at our main army here and just see kind of what's going on here. We did get the arcane casting item. We removed it from Kugath. But we don't really have any other ones, and he doesn't really even have any like good stuff on. He has an enchanted shield, so we could probably work on that. Although, what is his item? It is a weapon. Okay. Let's look at these guys. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, nothing. So we'll just we're kind of working with bare bones here, so we'll just start throwing some stuff on these guys. We got plenty of weapons, it looks like. Obsidian amulets, spell resistance, doesn't really do anything for me. So we'll fuse those and get some... Obsidian blade is weapon strength or armor piercing. Yeah, plus 100. Yeah, we'll keep that. Thanks. Talismans. Opal amulet. Damage resistance. Okay. I don't really care for the obsidian lodestone. Other trickster shard, also trash. So we should try to sell that off or fuse that off at some point. This guy looks good. Talismans. This guy we might actually consider. when he gets in trouble, he does get in trouble. So let's go ahead and consider putting the potion of toughness on him. Or no, he needs the Iron Curse icon. That's right. All right. This guy. I guess we might as well use that.
Once I was but a nerd.
We're not really going up against any fire. Best weapon for these guys. Let's just do that. And I think we're out of enchanted items. This guy is fine, although we should look at his ancillaries. Let's see. Familiar for campaign line of sight. Doesn't really need that, so we can take that off. Plague Doctor, Plague Spreading. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that instead. All right, cool. This guy has nothing. So let's put some armor on him at least, if we got any. And we'll do that. And it looks like we're down to just kind of... We're down to just a couple things. Let's go ahead and give him the Potion of Toughness, because he doesn't have anything. And then I think we're down to weapons at this point in time. So we'll just go through, and wherever we can, we'll just throw weapons on characters.
Rejoice, for I have new.
I think that's all of our weapons. Yeah. All right, cool. That basically brings us up. All right. So now we're going to take out this. That was an easy win. Just auto-resolve that.
So much decay.
Cash Friedman says, I thought you were only doing one episode. Had I known you were doing multiple, I would have voted Corn. Yeah, I guess I didn't specify that when I did the community post. I guess I probably could have done that. But yeah, I intend to run this campaign all the way out. And by doing that, I just made a short of the challenge stone. So we can't reach the challenge stone. We can channel. That's what we'll do. Okay. Up here, Kugath. Can this guy reach that? Yes, he can. So I think what we're going to do here is maybe try to... So we'll take this settlement. Because we can. And I'll give him another thing to look at, trying to attack us. And Kugath can reach a long way. But I think I want to let this mellow a little bit. So we're going to take this and heal this army up. Again, no real intentions of keeping that. At least for the time being. And then this army might move down here. So what we're going to do is just kind of find a spot that looks like it would be kind of on the path. And just kind of stick Kugath right there. And then this army, again, I don't really know what I'm doing with this army. I think I raised this to deal with a rebellion. But I hate to get rid of, you know, those units. We could take some territory.
Northmen come.
Not really. We can't really, unless we want to go to war with Village. Which we might. We might go to war with Village. I mean, I guess we could do this.
Tribesmen, gather!
But I bet you they're vassals of Village. So if we, yeah, they're vassals of village, so we can't really do that either. So I guess we might as well. Is this an open region? No. It is an open region. Yeah, boys and girls, I don't really know what to do with this army. I feel like I should probably just disband it, but I hate to get, you know, Nurgle units are kind of precious. So, I guess we can go for more encounters at sea. Do we have any more than just that one? I guess we could go beat up on the Great Orthodoxy, since we're at war with them. Yeah, why don't we just go ahead and do that? Yeah, we'll just keep the army small for now, and if we get in trouble, we'll just disband it. So, we're going to hit this encounter at sea here. And then go over to the mainland. And then this one is ready for Wolfenburg. But I bet you we can sell this to Scrag now. And make him happy with us. So let's see if he'll take Crudenwald. Yeah, Crudenwald. So he'll at least parlay with us, which would be nice. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and we'll accept the military access pact and the non-aggression pact with him so that we don't have to deal with him. And then that gives us, you know, regions to spread plagues to. This, yeah, sure, why not? Although we should probably build control there, now that I think about it. And then this guy can reach this position, and this is favorable territory, so we're absolutely going to... it looks like we can't... Probably can't sack it. Not that it's only level 2. It's not going to be worth it anyway. And it calls it a Pyrrhic victory, which I don't think is the way that it's going to go. So let's go ahead and hop in there. Yes, indeed I did vassalize... hang on. MRM says the area effect damage skill on the Heralds of Nurgle is very good. I think that you're talking about the Plague Riddens. Yes, it is very, very good. I vassalized Scarbrand. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And then Village Rex Daniel every time. Yeah, he totally does. I don't even know. I will admit, okay, I have never played a Daniel campaign. I have 2,600 hours in this game, and I have never played a Daniel campaign. I had no interest in it whatsoever. It looked like absolute garbage to me. I was like, fuck that. Can we target towers? I think we can target. I think we can. These guys are on foot. This is not an ideal army for this siege. So I think, no, they can't. Can't actually target. Okay, so I guess we're going to have to use butt ladders for this, which kind of sucks. Yeah, because they're just going to... Oh, do the heralds have it too? I guess I never end up getting there because I just convert them to I convert them to great exalted great unclean ones every time. So like I don't know if the heralds have it or not. Although I don't, since the Champions of Chaos DLC, I don't actually get many heralds. I find the Mortal Lords to be substantively better because they are on mounts that actually do things. Yeah, ass ladders are not ideal, but it's what we have to work with. And this this guy is not positioned very well. I don't know if he can actually hit anything. He might be able to hit this unit back here. He hit that and it didn't do any damage. So there's not even a workaround. All right, let's I guess we're just gonna have to kind of try to make it through their damage output by overcasting or outcasting them. I guess we could use this guy to bust the gate down, since he can't really shoot at anything. So riddle me this: do they get the Rotfly mount? Do the heralds get the Rotfly mount? Because if they do, then I would consider that pretty good. Because the herald is going to be statistically better than the hero, but you get so many heroes, and the heroes are cheap. Like like it's really easy to increase the capacity. In fact, I have a tandem campaign that I'm doing right now in Immortal Empires, and Kugath's army is like all heroes. Yeah, this army isn't really equipped for a siege, to be completely honest. Yeah, I'm kind of stuck right now. So, as far as Lords and Heroes dying faster on the Rotflies, I don't think that that's the case if you micro them well. And you also have to have the items to support it. So, like, if you look at, I prioritize the best items on, like, my Rotfly characters, because I want them to have the extra missile resistance, the extra spell resistance, you know, all that sort of stuff, because they're, like, I'll end a battle. Once these guys get up to level, we'll end the battle, and they'll have 600, 800 kills. You know? Like, they're really, really strong units. And they can do a lot of damage. You just have to make sure... something just popped up on my chat. Slightly obnoxious Kiwi just joined. Welcome in. I forget what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, the Rotflies. So in order to properly use the Rotfly characters, I think you have to have the items to support them. Because, yeah, we need to get these bench warmers out of here. I'm going to start routing, or start disintegrating. Because they are super slow, and they can soak up a lot of missiles if you're not careful. So, like an Iron Cursed icon or anything that provides extra ward save is good for those particular characters, but just having them like fly around and This is not good. All right, these are actually expensive units. Having them fly around and just continuously cast really does help. I don't know, again, I use a lot of Plague Riddens, so I don't know if the Heralds do okay. Can you please get through the gate? Like, again, this army is not equipped for this whatsoever. I do like the Chaos Dwarf casters, and as far as I think that you're right on the Chaos Dwarf casters. I do like the mobility that it provides. Nurgle does not have a lot of opportunities for mobility, and that's the that's why I choose to put those characters on Rotflies and then move my items to support them, because the name of this game is speed. The fastest is going to be the one that can outflank and create a lot of damage potential, particularly if that unit is a casting unit. My gosh, this guy is getting absolutely thrashed. Okay, do we have this unit over here? Looks like it's got a fair amount of entities left in it and a fair amount of ammunition. This looks like all of their committed forces. So let's tie up those missile units, and then hopefully, if we position him here, he can. We're gonna have to baby step these units through the gate, because you know, why on earth would you climb? Why on earth would you go through the gate when you can climb the frickin' ladders, right? Makes absolutely no sense. Yes, I do see what you're saying. The comment is, for anybody who's not reading the live chat, the Palanquin, they are pretty tanky on the Palanquin. They have a little bit more mobility than on foot, but I don't think they're nearly as... Being able to, like, fly over large blobs of enemy infantry and cast Locus of Contagion, like... Like, it wrecks whole armies when you do that. And, I don't know, I guess, generally what I do is I go for the Mortal Lords and then get them up to demon status, and then I use Plague Riddens as my casters for the most part. So, with these guys, if I have the hero capacity, then I... will ignore their spells entirely until they achieve demon status. In fact, a lot of times I will get a Deathcaster as the Lord, because they get a lore passive on top of... they get the previous Genera's lore passive when they go up to... That's not accurate, now that I think about it. When you're playing as Warriors of Chaos, you should recruit Deathcasters. It's up in the air on whether you need to recruit Deathcasters when you're playing as Nurgle itself. But when you're playing as Warriors of Chaos, you should absolutely recruit your Death Lord and get them, once they get up to, like, I think it's like level 5 or something like that, you transition them to a Nurgle caster, and they get the Adept of Shaiish lore passive, which means that even though they're a Nurgle caster, they get Life Leech to generate more wins. You get more reserves per second whenever you cast, on top of, like, the Children of Nurgle passive for being a Nurgle caster. So you should absolutely do it that way when you're playing as Warriors of Chaos. Not necessarily, unless you want the lore passive for going from Deathcaster to that of the what is it, the Chaos Demon Prince, excuse me. Now I don't even know, does this guy, yeah, this guy is Children of Nurgle. Okay, cool. And that's the last cast that we're gonna do. That was good enough. Okay. Yeah, I see the value of getting the blob going, definitely with the palanquins and stuff. But I also think that you can do the exact same thing on the rot flies and still have the ability. The other thing the rot flies allow you to do is, because it's an aerial unit, you can just go over the blob, and you can, if depending on how many you have, like I got 2 in this army. This will be a Demon Prince eventually. That's 3 archer units that I can land these guys in and keep them from shooting on my blob. All the while casting. Okay, so we're not going to sack this one. We're just going to occupy it because it's not... we don't have the movement. And I actually think that we will probably keep this province. Let's see how many settlements they have. We might as well have something to spend our money on because territory is starting to run a little bit thin. Let's see here. Empire. Is it under the Empire? Yeah, the Empire. Ostland has 3 settlements, so that means they've got 1 additional settlement somewhere that isn't in this province. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put growth here because we can, and then we'll upgrade that, and we have basically unlimited money at this point in time, so we might as well. This, we're not going to do anything with this. I don't think. Well, I don't know. Maybe we will. We're going to leave it alone for now.
Bring it, grandfather's toxic.
This one, yeah, see, this guy's a Deathcaster, so I basically put the points in here and then go down to spoilers, and I get a corruption, and then buff the army, and then once this guy reaches 15, I'm going to put him up to a Demon Prince. Looks like we can get another Nurgling unit. Although maybe I ought to get, does this guy... Maybe I ought to get a siege attacker on this army. I probably should. Yeah, we'll just get a unit of spawn as a siege attacker. You know what? Actually, we'll go ahead and merge. Wow, that's actually more than I thought it was going to be. So we'll just make it kind of even, and we'll get 2 units of spawn. And then we'll fill the rest of it out with Nurglings. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's see here. What do we got? This guy will go down hard to hit. This one. Has this guy started down? Yeah, he started down replenishment. So we're not going to do. Oh, well, he started down replenishment too. So we'll just he's got a couple points out, so we'll go down his spells. This one, replenishment. Evasion. Actually, this one has started, so we'll get the replenishment, and then this one we'll go down the spells. And for this one, we'll get Fleshy Abundance, and we'll do Blight Boil on the other one. This is... not really worth what we're doing. Let's see. A military presence 9. So we should not have him inside the settlement. We could probably do some recruitment here. Let's go ahead and just merge all these down. And we'll just re-recruit them because we have more than enough. Actually, why not? Let's get another Marauder unit. Why? I don't understand. Yeah, we'll just keep doing that. That's good. And we'll leave them out. Can this guy get a, yeah. So we're just going to do a little bit of scouting. We're fighting the Empire, so we should probably do missile strength. And then we'll do range and accuracy too. And I just want to take a gander really quick at where is the military presence of 9? Is it up here? It is. Okay. So this guy can reach us if we do that. We're just going to station him here and use him as a scout. Again, we don't need that. Let's go through. I think we've done all of our movement. Let's go through all of our settlements again really quick and see if there's anything that absolutely needs built. Yeah, it looks like we got some stuff here that needs built. And this province is insulated against rift spawns. So that's good. It looks to me like we probably need some more growth in this province. Yeah, let's do that. And we're back to the start. Okay. Diplomacy.
War unceasing.
Kurgan Warband. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. I think that we are good. Let's just check our movements, because I could have swore that there was... Yeah, this guy is acting as a scout. And that guy is waiting to blow up the challenge stone or capture it. And that guy's moving. This guy is moving. Kugas waiting, I think. Yeah, he's waiting to spring a trap on that. Alright, I think we're good here. We could probably also generate an entire army of just heroes at this point in time. Which wouldn't be a bad idea. Although, we had some buildings cycle down, it looks like. So we should probably wait. The big problem with the Rotfly mounts is the lack of armor and low mass, so they can easily get trapped in combat and killed. Yeah, so I don't actually use them for combat most of the time. I'll drop them in the middle of an archer unit because they can fly, right? So they can get to the archer units and pin them down. You shouldn't send them into combat with, like, even medium-tier infantry, because they will lose, you're right. But pinning down some archers while you have some other stuff going on isn't bad. And then the next comment is, I wish you didn't lose your trait when you changed to a Demon Prince. I agree with that. I would like the static trait that you get at the beginning to stick. I think you ought to get a new one in addition, right? So, like, I think you should get a random roll additional trait as you go up the levels. I think that would incentivize people to do that. And you should make those traits... Those traits should be tiered, right? So, like... I can't think of anything off the top of my head that are, like, really good. But if you think back to, like, Warhammer 2, like, knowledgeable in Warhammer 2, that was a really, really sought-after trait. Make that trait for, like, for a demon faction, a trait on that level. I'm not saying knowledgeable sucks now. But, let's say that trait is only available, really? Let's say that trait, well... That sucks. Is only available Yeah, that super sucks. I didn't think they were going to be able to do that. I don't think we can win this battle. Yeah, we straight up cannot win this battle. Which sucks, because that, that lord, I just got done putting a bunch of items on that lord. Yeah, it does us really no good to mess with this, actually. We might be able to do some more damage to them, but Kugat's going to wipe the floor with them anyway. So it sucks that we're going to lose this lord, but I don't really think that wasting 30 minutes to lose the battle is really going to help us. And their main army is going to be on force march. So, I mean, I kind of recruited that guy. I guess he was only like level 9, which I recruit at level 5 now, so it's not really that big of a deal. I guess. He was a subordinate lord anyway. I guess I just didn't really think that they were going to do that. Okay, so Hawkland's going to give us a problem here at the Brass Keep, so we might have to recruit another army down there, actually. Hymn of Decay, which is recruitment cost for an thing. Sunken Sewers. Don't know where that is. But a free Plague Ridden at the Sunken Sewers. Is he a good one? He is a Deathcaster, which means that as far as Plague Riddens are concerned, he is useless. Okay. So, we basically got nothing out of that dilemma. And we're making money again. So, I think what we're going to do here is we're going to raise a new lord, and just for the heck of it, why don't we go ahead and use... Yeah, we might as well get this guy up to a Great Unclean One. And the reason we did that first is because he should... he reinforces. Alright, cool. And so he should get some... he should get something. We could auto-resolve this and lose 2 Nurgling units, which wouldn't really bother me that much. But we do need to kind of maintain the integrity of the army, so we'll go ahead and do that. The chat. We lost somebody and a bunch of Benswarmers. Oh no. Anyways. Yeah, we lost a level 9 lord when we recruited level 5. You know, we already have enough lords to basically win this, like, yeah, we don't have any problems. And then this guy is going to come in with the garrison there. You know what we could have done that would have been smart, I'm not running on enough caffeine today, is we could have recruited a pile of Nurglings in this army and brought them in. Totally could have done that. And we had the money to do it. We have the recruitment capacity to do it. But I don't think that we need to. So I guess we won't. So we're going to do a semi-blob. We have some artillery to contend with. So we're going to put Kugath out front. We'll put an artillery unit on either side. We'll hide the Chaos Knights. We'll go ahead and put this guy on the front lines as well. These guys are going to be, again, our damage dealers. We might as well put that guy up there, and this guy can heal. And then the Chosen, I guess we might as well, for the short term, we might as well use them to protect the Exalted Plague Bearers while they use all of their ammunition. So, we've been having this discussion about rotflies. And should you use the rotfly characters or not? And I will show you now why we use the rotfly characters. Because we're basically going to win this battle with these two characters. Alright, so let's find a good target here. Let's go with this nice string of infantry looks good. And let's go... You know what? We do need to really mess with that artillery. So you fly the Locus of Contagion overside, and you can just hit them. Now, I don't think that you want to cast them at the same time. I think you want to cast them independently of each other. And so I just put a Blight Boil down there, and as soon as it starts kicking off, we'll go ahead and do this. And now all of those units are hit with the Locus of Contagion. We don't have to stay over them. And this one has a cooldown reduction, so we'll go ahead and hit that. And we're just going to keep casting the Stream of Corruption into there and allow it to do... It's not very effective on the artillery, but it's good enough for the time being. They haven't overlapped yet, so we're just going to, again, continue to cast this on them. And so they just got these Longmore Riders in here. So what we'll do is let them come to us. They're not really that concerning. Because we will outfight them, because we have taken a whole bunch of items and put them on these guys. And I would have more... Or what just happened over here? Alright, cool. This guy's on a Rotfly, so he can make it over there. I don't really care about this. It can basically... If it pulled over some units, that'd be fine. Let's go back to these guys. Alright, so we are now engaged with Longmore Riders. And we're going to cast this on them, because it reduces their melee attack. And then we can also hit them with a Locus of Contagion. And while we wait for that to run out, we'll go ahead and get ourselves some more magic. And you can see that I believe this is the Regiment... Yeah, this is the Regiment of Renown version. And we're doing a pretty good job. We should wait until we get a Fleshy Abundance here. So we can cast it on that unit. And both of these, you know what, the entire unit, or the entire army should probably go off guard mode. Alright, so let's hit that, and then we'll cast Fleshy Abundance on this guy as well, just to make sure that he doesn't start doing any of that kind of disintegration stuff that we don't really care for. And they've got their artillery stationed right underneath of us anyway, so... the Locus of Contagion hits that as well. So, since they're there, let's go ahead and hit the artillery again. And every time we cast, we heal. So we can just continue to spam spells out. And those... I think there's 5 left? Okay. Yeah, totally... Yeah, okay, look, they're spending... Is this... Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, we'll send those expendable troops in there to take out that that cannon. All right, and we took care of those Great Lawnmower Riders. Again, I don't remember what the actual what the name of the regiment renowned is. I don't really care for Cathay, so I don't really play Cathay. And all their artillery was tied up. And they're going to start shooting at us here pretty soon. We can't land because of those knights. Yeah, they're Jade Lancers. We can't do that. But we can drop a Blight Boil in the center of it. And once that pops, we'll drop a Locus of Contagion right on top of them. Yeah, that didn't do very good. We have another one. And it looks like this is merged. Yeah, okay, so this unit's done. And then we can probably also use this. Let's go ahead and drop the Nurgling Tide. Yeah, that's going to hurt. All right. We can probably go ahead and hit this and finish it off. And we just got to be cognizant that we got to get we can't let any units get tied up with us because as it was pointed out, they don't have very good mass. So what's going on? Oh yeah, they're chunking that down. Okay. It looks like we've made contact with the enemy. We got some Plague Bearer action going on. Let's tell these guys to shoot at this. All right. Looks like we've got some melee going on here that they're losing. What is this? That's okay. Alright, these guys have now used all of their ammunition, so we can go ahead and just tell them to... let's have them go out kind of like this way. And now we'll pull our knights out. And let them start doing some cycle charging. It looks like these expendable units are... Yeah, absolutely going to do that. And we can go ahead and drop this guy... this is that flying lord on a Rotfly. And we can just drop him, even though we got some dangerous units here, we can go ahead and drop him right in the middle of those archers and just tie them up just for a little bit. Okay, so now we've got somebody losing over here. Oh yeah, definitely time to leave. And we're just gonna take these over, and we'll use them to attack the. Are these Sky Lanterns? Yeah. So they'll go attack the Sky Lanterns, and we'll use Fecundity on this guy. All right. So Kugath can probably fight this guy straight up, and we need to do something about this guy. So let's go ahead and take out the Jade. Where is, yeah, level 14, yeah. Okay, so those are done. The cannons are now handled. Again, all with expendable units. If I just rang, hang on. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, so we got some Plague Bears. Okay, they're losing against some stuff they shouldn't be fighting. Let's use the artillery on these guys. All right, so let's see. We need to do something about these Terracotta Warriors, because that's what's causing us problems here. It would be nice to also take out those lords, because they are relatively high level. So, what is that? Oh, Noblars. Let's use our Locus of Contagion. Let's use this guy to attack that. There are some infantry units right here that we can get with the Locus of Contagion. And then we'll send him down to deal with that lord, and then this one maybe with that one. And we are very close to the army losses. We just have to deal with... Yeah, they can totally fight Nurglings. It's fine. I would, again, really like to... I don't think we're going to be able to catch him. Let's have Kugath fight that. We could probably use Fecundity on this to heal it. Oh, he is going to catch that. Let's go ahead and use the speed. He might do enough damage to it, but probably not. Although they are on Force March. Although I don't know that that is the lord for that, for the Force Marching army. All right, we got to do something about these Terracotta Warriors. Oh, there's only one Terracotta Warrior left, so let's use this. What is this? Oh, no, there's 2 Terracotta Warriors left. Never mind. And yeah, I think that using heroes, this would be a really good matchup for that. And again, I've loaded him with all kinds of items, so that should really be no problem. Okay, so let's move anybody here that could really... is he gonna get it? We might be able to do this and poison him and slow him down. Get it. Get it. Speed. Got him. All right. So that one, he's not going to make it back in time. But anybody who needs to heal should go hang out with this guy. So we'll co-locate them. Maybe we'll get it done. Let's see. Let's do all this. And this guy's just going to chunk down this Terracotta Warrior. So 3,500 currently for the health. Yeah, look at that. Almost 1,000. These are some of the most powerful characters in the game. I put them on the horses so that they're mobile and can still fight. They have some decent charge bonus. I do not put them on the chariot. I find that the chariot does weaken them far too much. So we're gonna try and get a little bit of healing on these guys while the remainder of these units get off the battlefield. Oh, you know what? These guys could be over there too. And we're just going to let them sit for a second. Everybody else looks like... Okay, there we go. Cool. Excellent. So, these guys are responsible for... Look, we had basically 2 main... Or we had basically 5 units that did all the work. We'll go ahead and take the infections. We're rolling in dough anyway. And I think we wiped out that... yeah, we wiped out both those armies. Kugath can reach this, and there is no help coming for them. We could also take that out if we wanted to.
Kugath, a plague father.
Yeah, I think the...
Much
maybe the best course of action... Yeah, we want to sell all this territory anyway, and I think if we go up here and take out the Terracotta Graveyard, I think that that's probably the best move forward. Now, before I forget about it, because it's on my mind right now, we need to go look at what's going on in that other territory where I think we're going to get invaded.
destruction.
I yearn for Earth.
Yeah, this one. So we got a full stack. We've got their quote-unquote legendary lord there. We are trying to develop this province. So I think what we do...
I'll ignore that.
I think what we do is move this guy
It's yours.
here.
With Nurgle's guidance.
We'll raise a cultist, reduce his movement capabilities,
Of the Fly Lord.
and
Not like
I don't think he can now reach this settlement and attack it. But just in case he can, what does this army need? It could use more Chaos Warriors, I guess. Yeah, so let's get a couple of these types of Chaos Warriors. Yeah, let's get a couple. We'll get 2 of these kind, 1 of these, and some more Marauders, and we'll fill it out with some Nurglings. So we're gonna go ahead and get a new Lord. Yeah, and that's really it. Yeah. Can we recruit? Yeah, we can recruit Exalted Heroes here too. So we'll go ahead and get 2 Exalted Heroes.
Nurgle's exalted. Blessed with
And then we'll get a... yeah, we'll get one of these.
I will guide Nurgle's
And we will fill it with... We said... Oh, well, we can only get one of those. So we'll get one of each of those.
glorious disease.
We said we wanted some more of these. And then... recruit those. Does this have any fast units?
Implement magic.
Not really.
Lord,
We'll just fill it out with Nurglings. There we go. And now we have a defensive force. We'll do this, 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 and this. Okay. So even if they could get to us, they're going to have some stuff to deal with.
Nurgle,
This one is no-brainer.
let us grab.
Not really worth sacking it. And we'll go ahead and build this up. Potentially selling it, maybe even keeping it. We'll see. And then this guy says he hasn't moved. Okay. I don't really want to move him, so we'll do that. And then Kugath. Yeah, so we need to fight this battle, but we should go ahead and put those points in first. Let's see. What's he need? I'd like to get to here, so not that one. Nurglings, plague bearers, yeah.
This will infect so many.
This guy is basically tapped out on where his points need to go. 40. All right, and we're going to use this battle. It says close victory, but we're going to use this battle to replenish all of our guys. Oh, it's a settlement battle, which is fine with this current army composition because we have so much artillery that we can literally sit back and just shoot this army up. Yeah, we're just going to stage right here. We'll actually stage a little bit farther back so none of our units are in range. And we'll just, we're just going to set these guys right up here and then, like, do this. In fact, where is our healer? Okay. So we'll tell this guy to target that one. We'll tell this guy to target that one. And Kugath can, I guess, shoot at that. This is going to get 2. Yep. This looks like a good cast. Maybe even... Let's see. If we fly right over top of that. Yeah, got all of them. So we should probably move this group up so that they can engage targets that are deeper into the base. Cast Locus of Contagion on these units over here once it is ready. I think we'll get 3, maybe. No, only 2. That's cool. Let's see here. We can get this to bounce probably. Oh yeah, that was a good one. That may not be a good cast, but we'll just kind of hope for it. That ended up being a pretty good cast. And since we dropped a Blight Boil on them, if we can drop a Locus of Contagion right on top, right like that, and get all those units... You see, we have those units on them, or we have those items on them, so they're, like, all my max ward save items go on my Plague Riddens, and they're just not taking damage. Even though they're getting shot by all kinds of missiles, like, they're just not taking damage. Now, that changes when you go into, like, heavy melee. You just keep the Rotflies up the entire time. You don't have a problem. This over here would be a good opportunity to actually drop Rotflies down, like the characters down on them. yeah, like they made quick work of that unit. And then I guess what we'll do is move these guys up again. And we are somewhat low on wins, but I'm going to pull this guy out and have him go cast Fleshy Abundance on that one. Yeah, there we go. He cast Fleshy Abundance on the one Soul Grinder just to bring it up to full health. Because the whole reason for fighting this manually is to replenish our single entities. And the Stream of Corruption healing from Children of Nurgle can get the rest of it. As far as the rest of the healing on those guys. And we have to be, like, seriously close to the army losses. Yes, I mean, these... So the conjecture in the chat is that even with the high ward save items, they can get focus fired. I was like, yes, they absolutely can. You just have to avoid getting focus fired. That's the thing. You have to have good micro. Nothing substitutes good micro. So, personally, I don't find it that hard because I'm a I prefer to play Slaanesh. Like, that's my go-to. As far as, like, the demon factions is concerned. Like, that's the one I gravitate towards. So I have, like, really high micro. So, like, this, I find this to be actually pretty boring. It's really nothing to... okay, so, like, if I were to switch over to my... Immortal Empires campaign, I've got, like, my main army has, like, 5 Plague Riddens in it. And the goal is to get them all on Rotflies and just do this. Because it's not that big of a deal to micro a couple extra units. So yeah, if you don't have good micro skills, then yes, I could see the concern about your guys getting focus fired down, but like it's not really too much of a concern, at least for me personally. So those are Jade Lancers. They're sitting there stationary. I wonder if we can get a Blight Boil on them. I wonder if they'll sit there. I think they will. And, you know, that didn't really do all that much. So, let's, 5244. Let's see what happens when we drop a Contagion on them. Yeah, that was a good thing. That was the right thing to cast on them. Alright, so these Soul Grinders are basically done. That one's got, like, one more cast, it looks like. Or did we just get the... No, we didn't get the army. But, okay, like, for instance, this is a good opportunity to drop these Rotfly characters on. If they route those guys, then it should be good. This is fine with me. They're not going to Kugas a Mortis Engine, so... okay, this guy. This is not a good matchup. This is a terrible matchup, actually. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull the actual army up. Okay, so those guys got that. Those guys are done. Is that army? No. Let's have them help out with this. We don't need this guy. So it's the conjecture in the chat is building armies to take on multiple stacks at a time, and yeah, this army can absolutely take on multiple stacks. Like, we probably didn't take a single casualty in this battle. So the other thing about that is management of the campaign map. Like, I would consider myself pretty aggressive when it comes to the campaign map. But you can only be aggressive. There's aggressive and reckless. You can only be aggressive if you can see the map. So the great thing about Nurgle is you can basically get all the characters that you want and be able to spread them around the map and see what it is that you're trying to accomplish. So I think we're going to... I don't remember if I have enough movement, so we're going to loot and occupy this one. We wanted the money from sacking the whole thing, but the whole purpose of that is to take this, and then this guy, my plan is to come over here and occupy this, and just start selling this territory to Kairos, because Zhao Ming's going to come up this way, and probably Miaoying too, now that I look at it. She's got a couple more settlements down here. We want to liquidate this province to Kairos. And now would actually be a good time to do... Let's look. We want some of... There's something we want over here. We want Hellcade and Floating Mountain. So to do that, those are tier 3 settlements. We can probably... let's build this. And then let's upgrade this. Let's see, does this butt up right against that? Nangu. Yeah, alright, cool. Because we're going to sell this to Kairos. And get those settlements off of him so we can consolidate a larger landmass. And then he can deal with the ramifications of having territory inside Cathay. Alright, cool. We have technology. Let's see, what are we working on? Oh, we're on the last tile of stuff here. So, population surplus 1 for newly captured settlements. Yes, we'll take that. Thank you very much. Although this one gets done in 2 turns, so we'll do that one first. That's pretty helpful stuff. Alright, let's go through here and look and see if there's anything that we need to do. This is good. That is good. This, I don't... It'll take us... It'll take us 4 turns. I don't know if we have 4 turns. We'll see. We'll see. We might have to cancel those builds. But if we don't do it now, then we won't get any benefit out of it.
Such joy.
Let's see here. This guy. So what does the other one have? This one has started down nothing. So this one... let's just get magical reserves for now. And then this guy is... we're going to do hard hit on both of these. Okay. More on-side skill points, despoilers. Yeah, this guy is moving towards this encounter at sea. So we want him to be as close as we can.
Sail and pollute.
And then this hero is for plague, I think. Yeah. No, he's an actual hero. Okay. So he's just a scout. So we're just gonna, I guess, leave him. You know what we'll do? We'll come up here and we'll just get eyes on that. How many settlements does this guy have? Does he just have the one? We might take that now. Yeah, he just has the one. We're gonna take that next. And that means placing this guy here is good, so we can monitor what's going on there. Let's see. Who are we talking about? Oh, okay, this guy. So this one, we'll do that. Hero not moved. This guy is, I believe, a plague. So, I think we should probably... I don't actually know what to do with this guy yet. What we're going to do is just walk down here until we can see the settlement. That's what we're doing with this guy. Right there. Bingo. Damaged settlements. Yeah, I guess we can repair this.
Rotting, sickly drone.
Yeah.
Legions everywhere.
Yeah, I guess we can repair that too.
Crumbs.
I don't know that we'll make it to all those buildings built. But it's worth it to us to consolidate that territory over there. All right, so Kurgan Warband. I don't know that it really hurts us to extract a little bit of money out of that guy. And we're going to continue to fight those guys until we take enough territory. Okay, this guy. Yeah, I forgot we were moving. What's my predictions on Thrones of Decay and things that are things you think or want to change with Kugath's faction? All right, so what I would like to see is I would like to see plagues be able to spread across water. And I think to enable that, you also need to make the corruption spread across water. There is a factual, lore-based reason why Nurgle should be able to spread their corruption across water. If you read any of the End Times lore, you have like Luan Leoncoeur being harried by Nurgle problems on the march to Altdorf because all the waterways are clogged with Nurgle corruption and growths. So it makes absolute sense that Nurgle corruption, and only Nurgle corruption, should be able to infest the waterways and therefore be able to spread plagues around waterways. So, like, when Kugath starts, you can call it a bug, you can call it a feature, you know, whatever you want. Like in Immortal Empires, you see where he starts and he can't spread those plagues in the Dragon Isles because they're all separated by water. I think that's incorrect. I think that it's very simple. You keep the everything's the same, but you allow the corruption to spread into the waterways. And you just do it the same way you do all the rest of the corruption, you know, bordering buildings and stuff like that. And that'll allow you to spread some of those plagues on the mainland. The other thing I think that should be able to do is drastically increase the growth when you're at full corruption and decrease the expenditure on your building. So, like, give a buff to construction costs when you're at high Nurgle corruption. In my video, I may have been a little bit heavy-handed on that, about like how much that reduction should be. I was like, yeah, it should be like 1,000%. Okay, maybe that's a little much. But I find that a lot of players that complain about this, they say, hey, you can't get those advanced military buildings until like late game because they're so freaking expensive. And I agree. They're a major expenditure. But if you made it so that the cost decrease, or you got a buff to construction cost reduction due to having high Nurgle corruption, then that would make it more palatable. It would still slow the game down the way I think that they want it to be. Is he going to reach that? No, he's not going to reach it. Good. It would spread it down, or it would slow it down so that you can't just like show up to a region. I guess you could show up to a region and build like a tier 4 or an advanced military building, but it's in your best interest to wait like 5 or 10 turns until you can get the Nurgle corruption up, or maybe even longer if there's existing corruption. I also think that all of the Chaos armies across the board need buffs to their corruption impacts. Like right now, it just seems like a thing that you do, and it just kind of happens in the background. It's not really that impactful to the rest of the mechanics in the game. I think that they need to actually do more than just attrition. Yeah, they need to revisit that. Now, as far as units are concerned, they should have all the monsters. I also think that I don't like the division between Warriors of Chaos, like Festus, and Kugath. I don't like that, because in the lore, Festus actually summons Kugath. So I think that should be different than it is. All right, so this province right here, we're going to build our other military building here because we can. And then the other thing that should go here is probably... we should probably do more Immortals. Yeah. All right. Let's go look and see what we got going on here. All right, so... this is not occupied. Man, I just rose this guy to try to bump him up. So what we're going to do is we're going to run over here. Maybe. No, that's not good enough. We will punch him out for... I want a Nurgle caster. Yeah, this guy.
I will guide Nurgle's children. With putrid haste.
And then we're going to sell that region to Kairos right now. We're going to sell him the Snake Gate. And we'll see. He's probably not going to go for it, but we're going to just try, like, the Hellcade Drove. Actually, that isn't half bad. It's pretty close. Which means that we may not have to do some of this other crap over here. Hang on a second. So let's sell... let's sell the Snake Gate to Kairos. And it's only 10. Okay. And let's take the Mines of Nanyang and sell it to Kairos and see what he'll give us. Mines. Oh, you know what? he won't do it because he doesn't border it. Terracotta Graveyard. He'll accept. He's going to give us the same for the Terracotta Graveyard. So that's without any buildings in them. So, so I think we hold on to that for the time being, or not. I think we probably just straight up sell him the Terracotta Graveyard and delete these. Yeah, so let's build a military building here.
I'll concoct a perfect plan.
And we'll blow this up. Yeah. Okay, so we don't need this guy anymore.
My pestilence is yours. A worthy supper.
We'll go blow up the Wang Chang. And this is a... looks like a tier 4.
Dissolve their flesh.
We should be able to just auto-resolve that, yeah.
Battle.
You know what? I shouldn't have sacked it. Shouldn't have sacked it. Because now it's a tier 1 settlement, which is not as useful to us. So what we're going to do is we're going to cancel these military buildings here. And I need him to have... access to this province, so that I can barter with him. Yeah. So let's do let's sell him the Terracotta Graveyard. Where's he at? My goodness gracious. Okay. Selling him the Terracotta Graveyard. And let's go back to... we said that it was the... Karak Doom, was that? Yeah, he's not going to sell that to us. Was it this one? That's not it. I need to go look again. It was this. Dolganir Fortress. No, that's not it. What was it? Hellcade Drove and Floating Mountain. That's what it is. Okay, so Kairos. Let's try Floating Mountain. See if he wants less for it. No, he wants to keep the Floating Mountain. Hellcade Drove, though, he's willing to part with that. So let's do Terracotta Graveyard, and he'll let us buy it off of him. So we'll do that. And then we only have to survive long enough for all those this settlement here only has to survive long enough for him to for all these military buildings to get done. So we don't actually need to do this. Yeah. So we can save the money there. Okay, cool. Yeah, alright, I'm happy with that. This guy cannot reach there, but we need to go take that out because we want that.
boss's orders.
And here, we'll make this a military. There's no reason we can't turn this into a military province. So let's do these, or a military region. So let's go ahead and do this there. And then when this finishes, we're going to build the shielding building there. Either that or at Floating Mountain. But this guy, even though this isn't really worth all that much to us, we can just do a bunch of military, like we can turn this into a military region as well. And this one won't be. So we'll go ahead and just kind of move this guy. Let's do it in channeling stance.
Leave a trail of rot.
And then we have a point to distribute here. And we're going to send this one. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and do this guy in magical reserves. Okay. Let's see. This guy is going for that encounter at sea, and it's probably not going to be a battle. It's not. And did we say that we were going to go pick on... I think we're going to go pick on the Great Orthodoxy with this army. Which may or may not be viable. But if it gets... well, we don't want to trespass. Because we really don't want to fight village right now. So actually, I don't think we can do that. Let's see if there's any more encounters that we can go and do. There's an encounter. Maybe we'll get another one to pop up.
Pull those rotten oars. Plague-bringer.
Alright, this army here is doomed.
War is defilement.
I will not
So, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty easily defeated. I think what we have to do for best effect is we're going to move this guy in right here. We'll go ahead and merge down these units. And we cleared out space for one, so let's do that. And then we'll put these exalted heroes in here. And the reason we're doing it in that order is because if this guy attacks, they'll probably retreat. And that's going to push him off in reinforcement range. I guess this guy could totally still attack it. And we should be able to auto-resolve. No, we can't, actually. Which is fine. We probably still could auto-resolve that, but we're not going to. Back to the chat. It says, yeah, you could also do a buff on his cycle times for corruption. I think that would be fine. You got high Nurgle corruption. You get a -1 on his cycle times. That could be good. There's plenty. Like, all of that is very simply, you know, moving around some numbers. Like, all of that kind of stuff. This is what I said in my video. Is all that kind of stuff can be done relatively easy. Like, it's not like those are major reworks. All of the stuff that we're talking about doing are all things that could be implemented like tomorrow. It wouldn't take all that much. I mean, I'm not a coder or anything like that, so I don't actually know what it would take, but it seems to me like at least those changes that I've talked about thus far are all things that the tools already exist for. You're just shuffling numbers around. Because it's not like Like, okay, for instance, the water being able to take on Nurgle corruption. It's already a province. It's already a region. There's got to be just like a toggle back there that says corruption capable, right? It's just another province. It's just designated as water, and water's probably got some specific rules to it. And you just need to add some extra rules for water. That's a juicy blob right there. This guy is fleshy abundance. Go ahead and use it on this guy. Is he shooting into that or not? It doesn't look like he is. These are pistoliers. Okay. Yeah, good cast. As far as his start location, I'm okay with his start location because it's secluded, but I could also see pretty strong arguments for moving him to, like, Pigbarter. I think you're right. Or to the Chaos Wastes. There's already a Nurgle character that starts in the Chaos Wastes. You know? I don't think... And he starts out... you know what? I did not move this. Probably should have done that. Whatever. He starts out with a technology at tier 1 that gives him extra growth for Chaos Wastes. I think it would be reasonable to change up his start location to closer to the Chaos Wastes or in the Chaos Wastes, because, or do a reshuffling of that, right? That's a change that could be, oh yeah, we need to move out of the way. He's gonna come get me. No, we don't have anything that does speed. He can absolutely come in though, that's fine. So what is this? Okay. We might as well make that happen. This guy's on a... Alright, let's see here. Melee attack down. Let's send in... those guys are not on mounts. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Let's move. Let's move. We still have the Forsaken in reserve over there. We probably don't need all of this, so let's probably just, let's do this, and then kind of like all of this, we can kind of just slam the door on this other army, even though it's like going to be super slow. Alright, what's going on over here? Oh yeah, you can definitely fight that Plague Ridden. That's fine. Alright, I think it's time to start stretching the legs here. Let's go ahead and just break formation. And we'll just let them engage whatever they can engage. And then we'll bring the Forsaken out over here. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, let's send another unit up there. And then the rest of these can slam the door on this enemy army. Yeah, this is all good. Okay, we are taking some damage here, so let's do... yeah, it's a low-level Plague Ridden, that makes sense. Let's go ahead and hit this guy with that, and kind of slow him down a little bit, and get this guy mixed in a little bit more. We need to do some more casting, get some healing going. Need 16 for fleshy abundance. Tie that down. These guys are just sitting there derped up, not doing anything. Okay, this guy is not doing well. We're gonna lose him. That sucks. He rallied. And we're going to move him out of there. Although they're going after this now. I don't know if that's a good matchup or not. Actually, we might just let him fight that. Because he might actually do halfway decent. This is... Let's see, where's this plague ridden? Are these guys still fighting this? This is not my best performance, but all right. So all of these guys should come up here and kind of flank all that. All right. I think we're in good shape. This has not gone well. So we should probably pull this guy out and bring him closer to some infantry that can whittle him down, or another hero. These guys would be great if they were in the right region. And we just lost a Chaos Warrior, so that sucks. So I made a mistake. I should have moved all his forces. Come on, man. Let's move. All right, cool. He diverted away. And I think we just got the army losses anyway. Yeah, we did. And even though this dude's immortal, he's their faction leader. That army was now on force march or retreat or whatever, so they're done. We lost a Nurgling unit, and it looks like we lost a Chaos Warrior, which sucks. But we recruited extra. We'll actually take the replenishment, I think. All right, so now we can merge down these armies. So, 2 units. Let's see here. I got sneezed. Bless me. So let's clear some space out in this army here. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll just disband this to open the space up. And first things first, we'll take we'll actually disband this. Well, we'll merge. And then we'll disband this. And we might as well disband these Forsaken as well. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to make room for... no, we don't. So what we're going to do is transfer these. And we're going to do these units. And I guess we might as well move one of those for now. And we're just going to merge these down. And then we can move the other hero.
Feel Nurgle's vigor.
Okay. Wouldn't go
This would break my vow.
manually. So we'll just transfer them that way. And then we don't need the rest of these Nurglings.
Rotweaver.
We don't need them, but I suppose we might as well. We might as well use this secondary army since we've got it recruited. Yeah, we might as well for the next turn or so. We'll just hang on to it, and we'll use it to help us take Ergig.
I bring despair.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. All right. Kugath did that. This guy's on 40, so we'll go ahead and give him a mentor. This guy, again, we're running out of space for his points. And this one, we're going to run down Rancid Visitations next. Because we might as well have that, because that's a pretty good spell.
Of the plague god.
This guy is scouting for us. Unassigned skill points. Okay, let's look here. This guy will go ahead and we'll continue to go up his post-battle loot. He should be transitioning soon into a Demon Prince. These two guys are just brand new recruits. Building upgrade. All right, yeah. So here, this we are now. So Blizzard Peak is the tier 3 settlement. Let's try to sell it for Saber Mountain. So Katerin, she hates our guts. Blizzard Peak. Saber Mountain. She will sell it to us. That's what we wanted. And she'll give us 12 grand for it as well.
This accord discomfort.
Yeah. Okay, so the whole reason we did that, the entire reason we did that, was so that we can go to Disciples of Hashut, sell them Saber Mountain. We'll take a loss on it, right? Now they're invested in the province, and we currently have 2 settlements here that are worth real money to them. So let's go ahead and see what they'll give us for the bordering, so Ice Spewer. They will give us a defensive alliance for Ice Spewer. Now, we already have a non-aggression pact, so we don't have to worry about them. My question is this. If we sell them, okay. If we instead grow one of these provinces or one of these regions, because we'll have the ability, if we might be able to vassalize them, but we need to wait another turn. We'll get a defensive alliance with them next turn in exchange for one of these. And then we'll build the other one up and build all military buildings there and sell it to them for a vassal. Yeah. That's what we'll do. This thing is not really useful to us right now. So we don't really need to do anything there. Damaged buildings, we don't really care about that either. Alright, let's do diplomacy. Grimgor, we want to stay away from Grimgor. Until we can get all the rest of the Chaos Dwarves on side. And then it doesn't matter. Alright, let's look at plagues. We haven't really launched any, like, good plagues lately. Let's go to our plague province and see if there's anything that needs to be done down here. Yeah, so this thing right here could use a plague. But so could this. So this has got more settlements around it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And what we'll do is we need more here. So we'll just go ahead and do that one, and we'll get those 2 symptoms. And we'll hope that that spreads. So that is our settlement infection. This one, we're probably going to go down here to Hergig. So I think what we're going to need to do is give this one the plague for extra sack. Yeah. There we go. And we can... so we're going to raise a lord here. Doesn't matter what. And then we're going to put him in the garrison and do Blessings of Nurgle on him. And hopefully that will spread the plague. And we might as well put his points in. And then we'll disband him next turn. Alright, cool. Let's move on to the next turn. You know what? We didn't do any building. We didn't check our buildings. We probably should have done that. We probably don't care about really any of this stuff at the beginning. We care about Cathay. Oh, great. Son of a bitch. We should have got that defensive alliance. Well, finally broke that bubble. That's okay. We can now rampage through Kislev. Ooh, look at that. We've got some Kislev stuff coming down from the Great Orthodoxy to mess with us. So, I guess... I guess our plan has now changed. Ooh, that's bad. Oh, we're outside the settlement. We're fine. Although, we could totally auto-resolve that battle. Dudes, are you serious? We get to take out 2 of their armies that actually are pretty elite armies. For units that are wholly replaceable. We're in our own territory, so we're going to replenish. Yeah, I think so. Like... yeah, that was actually a really bad result, now that I look at it. But, yeah, that was actually pretty terrible. But, I mean, we can replace all those units anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Kind of, he's blown up my plans a little bit. Not really happy about that. All right, so while I'm thinking about it, oops. You need to go back over to Cathay. He is almost within striking distance of this. We need to stall him for 2 turns. And we need to fix this army up. Because it's in pretty bad shape. He can reach this settlement. So we're going to bait him with... do we have anything that increases our ambush success chance? It doesn't look like it. Chance of plague spreading. We'll go ahead and do that. And he's going to be our bait. But what we're going to do really quick is go ahead and fill this army out. We'll go ahead and get... I still think that we need some... Nurglings in this army. But we have another chosen unit. Let's go ahead and get... We'll replace one of those plague bearers that was lost with a chosen unit and one that was lost with an exalted plague bearer.
Submit
Okay.
to my research.
And then 4 Nurgling units will be good. Yeah. And that'll be fine.
More plague
Yeah.
spreaders.
And now Kugath is going to go into ambush stance. And this army is going to spam Nurglings. And then we'll merge these down and make room for some more. Yeah. All right, cool. So now we've got a ambush trap set up for Zhao Ming. Again, he can't reach that, but just to make sure that he isn't going to be able to do anything, we're going to give him attrition. And let's take a look at his army really quick. We can't see his army. But I'm going to guess that it's going to be full of... Ooh, minus armor. So we're going to go with missile strength and armor reduction.
Cultist of the plague.
And we're going to go ahead and give it to him. And chances are he might actually sit there. Because he's taking attrition. Alright, cool.
Aids my experiments.
Yeah, I really don't have anywhere else to spend points, so I have to like actually start doing, stuff that I don't use, or probably won't ever use with these guys. All right, so that's good. This is filled out, so Deadly Blade, and then this guy. Let's go ahead and I guess we'll just do charge, maybe. This one can go ahead and get Mentor and then or Rancid Visitations. All right.
I must test my contagion.
And then Kugath, for the upcoming battle, what does he have? He has Plague Duration, Infections. He should have... this plague going into the next battle. This guy, I guess we might as well give him these points, and we might use him. All right, cool.
Father Nurgle.
We're going to go ahead and take this settlement, although for some reason I can recruit in this zone, which is weird. So why can I recruit in their province? Okay, I don't have any agreements with them, so whatever. What do we need? We might as well add artillery to this army. Because I think we can. Yeah.
Choosing children is a day.
And, let's see. We can get 2 battles out of this.
Moore's prophecy. My plan.
This is going to be not going to be a minor settlement battle.
Tyrant decides. Fathers here.
I think we just fight them straight up. Maybe we can push this off.
Pestilent punishment away.
Let's see, who are they at war with?
Carve and grind.
They're at war with him. So we might be able to...
Sorcerer, you are not welcome before my court. Leave.
Oh no, he's trading with him. He's at war with that Nurgle faction. Okay.
Nurgle's beloved.
Okay, so we're just going to...
Nurgle's uncleanest.
We'll just declare war on him. If we weren't gonna lose that soul grinder, I would absolutely auto resolve that, but we'll just fight it manually. The question in chat, or I guess let's see, Kislev and Realms of Chaos after Shadows of Change update. That could be interesting. I actually didn't mind the Kislev Realms of Chaos campaign because it was super fucking hard. When the game first launched. Now it's not quite as hard because there's been some tweaks. But when it first launched, it was super hard. There's really no good place to attack this fortress. I didn't realize that this was going to be a walled settlement. And it might have actually been better to take the auto-resolve and just re-recruit that unit. Because this, I didn't realize this was going to be like this. Where are they reinforcing from? Inside the capital. Okay. Yeah, so we don't really have any good tools for this, which sucks. I guess what we're going to do is just kind of try it.
Knights of Nurgle.
Because we're not equipped for this fight. So let's just kind of roll them up there. And I guess we'll send this guy in to do whatever he can. Oh, crap. Yeah, I don't think they have anybody on the walls right here. So if we can bust through this gate, that'd be great. And I guess we can start maybe putting some hurt on... I don't know that these are very good against ogres. Okay. It's the loose formation problem, really, is what it comes up to. All right, yeah, those guys are chunking through the gate.
Grandfather Nurgle's favorite.
we just got to be cognizant. Like, the whole reason we're fighting this battle is not to lose this unit. So, I'll be pissed if I lose this unit. Because I could have just auto-resolved it and been uncontested in the area. Once we get in, we should be okay.
The Plague Father expects.
Let's move these guys up.
This is blasphemy!
Almost through. And then we're just gonna send all this in. Once they bust that gate down. Alright, cool, we're through. And we'll just let them kind of do the damage, and then we'll I guess we can distribute some of the damage by sending in the Nurglings, and then we'll stage the Plague Bearers and Exalted Plague Bearers kind of like right here, and just kind of wait for a good opportunity. This guy, I really don't. I mean, maybe we can station him right there, and he can get a better shot. But he's already chunked down they're already destroying the Lord. I believe this guy has Children of Nurgle, so it wouldn't hurt us to do some casting. Or does he not?
Exalted hero of
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're just going to basically create a big blob right here. This is going to be a slog of a battle. This guy does not have his healing abilities, so he needs to be kind of pulled back a little bit, I think. He does have a potion of toughness, which is fine. What is going on over here? Alright, so you guys all just get up in there. Let's move this guy out. He's not doing very good. Yeah, he has Children of Nurgle. We're good. Yeah, because they're just gonna... Yeah, we're just gonna bring all these guys in. Because they're just gonna keep piling units on us. We might as well make the blob. This guy's getting shot by something. And I don't really know what to do with the knights at this juncture. I guess I could send the knights around, maybe, to break open another gate, but it's not like I'm going to be able to charge them or anything, so it's kind of counterproductive. I guess we can cast into this and just kind of generate some health, maybe. But the heroes need to be engaged with the ogres, because they're going to be the ones that are going to be... we'll cast in these Noblars and hopefully get some kills on them. But the heroes need to be engaged with the actual ogre infantry because they've got enough weapon strength to actually do good damage. So... I don't know what this is. Sword infantry? They must have a defensive alliance with somebody. Alright, so let's see here. We've got a gate here. Maybe those Chaos Knights can take that gate down.
Harbinger of rot. Listeners,
yeah, it's just a giant blob of ogre infantry. We knew that that's what it was going to happen. Maybe we can get the Exalted Plague Bearers to throw into this Ogre Infantry. That would be a good use of their missiles. Yeah, I just don't really... we have no real recourse right now except for to just slog it out. I can maybe try to move this guy so that he can shoot better, maybe. I think the Plague Bearers the Exalted Plague Bearers just use the remainder of their ammunition, so... Yeah, so they're going to join the fight here pretty soon. We can reorder this one. These Nurglings need to come out or they're going to get burned up. Although it might be worth it to distribute the damage off of more important units. We'll just give them a little bit of a break and heal them up a little bit with some spell casting. Okay, we are through. We got some spear infantry there. Let's go ahead and we'll send this one here and this one here just to cap some points. We got the enemy lord. That's good. And even though it's not very effective against ogre infantry, we're going to continue to just cast the stream of corruption. I guess there's some Noblars back there that maybe we could hit. Yeah, that was a good one. Simply because we need the healing. There's a level 14 Lord right there. You can go take him, please. Let's go ahead and send this guy in there, too. I don't think these Nurglings are getting out. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. That's actually a pretty bad situation. We should, as soon as we can, we should move this unit. And we're going to reorg it so that we can run it out of here. The important thing is we're going to blow these positions up, and they can't rebuild them after that. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and take this one next. And who could use some healing? It looks like this Exalted Hero needs the most. Although we probably could have dropped it on this guy and it wouldn't have hurt anything. That one did get out. Good. This one made it. So let's see, where can it go next? Let's send it over here. Although, no, we're going to take out those, and then we'll send this one in here to cap that. Yeah, that's good. Did we get... No, we didn't. We don't really have anything to cast against him either. We do need to do some more casting to heal everybody up. Okay, that was good. This guy is still running. Let's put both these units in here. Oh, wait, never mind. Let's send one over there and this one to cap. See, I told you it was just going to be a slog. But you know, we have some opening here. We might be able to get this lord over there to take him out. We should probably send the hero because he's faster, and send the lord back into here.
Exalted hero of Nurgle.
Yeah. All right, let's go back to our knights and see what's going on here. And that's what I really like about the Chaos Knights, is you can basically fire and forget them on an inferior target. Did we get the Lord? I think we did. Okay, so this is actually pretty bad. This is a bad matchup. Let's give him a little bit of help there. And now that we've kind of demoralized him a little bit, I think we need to send this unit up here to these Noblar trappers, just to kind of pin it down. Yeah, they've got multiple. We got a lot of armor, so we're probably okay. In fact, no, they're sending more units in here. We should probably get out of here. We're going to start taking casualties on our Chaos Knights. And we'll just go right through these Noblar trappers. Alright, we got some damage being done over here. Looks like just Ogre Infantry again. We could probably kind of reorient this mess into an actual line that can do something. And we just got the army losses, so we're good. Cool. We got both lords, so that's good. And as soon as this guy heals up, we can go ahead. You know what we should do, actually, is give me all my casters. We should heal up our units with just random casts. So all of our casters are going to walk after these units and just continuously spray them with corruption. And the goal is to keep Children of Nurgle active. We don't actually have to hit anything with the cast. It's just a bonus if it does. Okay, let's see. One more cast with this guy. And that is all of our magical reserves, Children of Nurgle, and 1-0. Okay, done. Cool. So now, so we lost 160 units to, or 160 models to their looks like they lost roughly 1,000. And it looks like all of our casualties were basically Nurglings. So, whatever. No, we do not need the bell. Stop it. Do not convince CA that we need the bell on the Exalted Great Unclean One. That does not need to be a background noise. I will have to play this game with no sound. Okay, so this was... I for some reason, I thought this was a 3-settlement province. It's actually is a 4-settlement province, so that is awesome. Or, excuse me. I thought that this was a Tier 3 capital, and it turns out it is not. So that's a definite plus. So, ultimately, all 3 of these will be military provinces. Or military regions. This one will be the only one that isn't.
Architect of rot.
We said that we were going to go for Hergig. But
Sickness is despair.
I think actually it is, yeah, we're going to go for Hergig. But we are not going to finish doing that, and we're just going to sell that to Scrag.
Master, spear you upon my hook.
He doesn't want
You
it.
apart with my cleaver.
Why wouldn't he want it? Okay. Can we make peace
Always.
with Ostland?
My hand hovers close to my blade. Utter your demand before I raise it.
Nope.
In charge.
Why wouldn't he want that settlement? He owns a settlement in the region. Why wouldn't he want a tier 2? Yeah, he's not that smart.
One as Nadaru.
Hey.
Many ulcers eat your brain. Dictator.
All right. So I guess what we'll do is I still want to take Hergig.
Despair.
So what we're going to do is we're going to move this guy into ambush stance here.
Move, warriors.
And then this guy to here. They don't have anybody there. We're just going to let them have that, I guess. There's nothing we can really do about it anyway. What we can do is we can give them... they're going to be missile heavy, so we'll give them attrition and we'll make it last extra, and then we'll give them a missile strength debuff.
Cultist of the plague.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
die
missile heavy.
betraying Kislev.
And that's fine. All right, cool.
Blasphemy.
Now we had some problems. Yeah, that's fine. We had some problems over here.
I'll infect.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. I thought that this was going to be done this turn. Or no, we just did this, didn't we? Yeah, we just did this. Same turn.
Father's here.
Oh, it was Katerin. That was the problem that we were about to have. That's right. So I think that she's getting ready to be a problem child down here. So we're going to keep this one for the time being, but we're going to sell Ice Spewer to the Disciples of Hashut. We're going to sell it for a military alliance, or excuse me, a defensive alliance, and we're going to see if they will join our war against Katerin. They will. Yeah, that's what we want. And now we should be able to see where she's at.
It is treason to command me.
Yeah, so they've retreated from the region. Okay, so that's what we want. We want to upgrade this because we want to try to vassalize them. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this building, and then we're going to build another military building there. And the goal is to sell it to Astrogoth in exchange for him becoming our vassal, because there'll be 3 military buildings there when it's all said and done. In fact, we should probably keep that for... it doesn't really matter. Points. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's continue to look at this guy and do these. This guy is closing in on his good stuff. Does this one? Okay, so this guy, we don't really need to replenish troops right now. So we'll do Blight Boil on him, and then this guy should be going down Fleshy Abundance. Yeah. And then these guys should just continue down those. Okay, unassign skill points. This scout. So this... the challenge stone. We gotta watch out for this army.
I'm not one in charge round here.
I might even be...
No one tells a tyrant what to do. He's tyrant.
they won't peace with us. So, we should probably go kill them.
I'm the one in charge round here.
Maybe... well, Kairos should be at war. Yeah, we'll just wait and see what they do. We can't move this turn anyway. We'll see what they do. And then kind of play it by ear. This one, we're actually going to save the point. Nah, we might as well not.
The rod's fluid flow.
And we'll just have him continue to keep an eye on this region. We wanted this one, population surplus.
Excellent cause. Benefits.
This guy is doing... this one we do need casualty replenishment on. So... but it's not going to help us because we're in not in our own territory, so... yeah, we might as well just do those. Okay. This guy. He was going to join up with that other army that is... yeah, we can make landfall over here and start screwing with Katerin.
Sail and pollute. Plague soldier. Lord of blight.
This one is, yeah, our spare army. Okay. That we're just kind of like doing random stuff with. He has, yeah, he needs that. Okay.
Such potency.
This one. I want the replenishment. I could sell it to Kairos. now. But I don't know that it really helps me to sell it right now. So we'll leave it alone for the time being. And then we have some upgrades. Yeah, we're not going to do that. So starting at Wolfenburg, let's go through all of our settlements and see if there's anything that we can build. Not really. Okay. Commandment. Where are we doing a commandment? Oh, this one. Yeah, we might as well tell it to spread plague. And it doesn't look like there's much of a plague going on down here. So let's go ahead and give this one growth, money, and infections. Okay. We have an outpost available. Let's look at the Chaos Dwarves down here, because now we can recruit some of their units if we build an outpost. This is a tier 5 settlement. It does border Katarin, but I don't think she's going to take that. So, Uz Kalak. Looks like it can't build there. So that's not going to work. Let's see if they've got another high tier settlement here. Karak Vlag. And we should probably use some of this. Outpost. There we go. Why can I only recruit? What the hell? Let's try again. Silver Pinnacle. Okay, that's better. Build that there. All right, so let's look at Kairos's stuff and see if there's anything that can be done with his armies first of all. So his most expensive army is this one. That's actually a really good army. That one is not in a good position. That one is not in a good position. And that one is not really in a good position. So we're going to go ahead and request this army. And we're going to go help out over here with this army.
Forging into the unknown.
That's a hefty army. Okay. Now we need to watch and see what happens. With Cathay. If Xiaoming looks like he's going to attack that province capital there, then we need to raise an army there. And it's unfortunately probably going to have to be a fairly elite army. So we might have to go in the red. So the Ice Court. What's going on with the Ice Court here? I don't know that I really care. I fully expect the Great Orthodoxy to attack that one settlement and take it off of us. And that's fine. I don't care. There's nothing to be done about it. And by them taking it, that will delay them a turn. If they went around it, they could threaten the Brass Keep. But because they've decided to attack it, Yeah, there's really nothing that we can... Although any attrition that we do to them is going to be worth it, I don't think that there's really much that we can do with this. Alright, and they did... it looks like they occupied it. Which is what we hope that they would do. Because we want to be able to get down to Hairgig, blow this up, and they... Next turn, we're going to come down here and do this. They're going to come this way, and we will have enough movement to get back up there. And at least set an ambush trap anyway. Now, we need to pay attention to what's actually going on with the... with mostly Xiaoming here. The question in the chat is, do the military buildings increase the value of settlements to the AI? Yes, they do. Okay, Xiaoming did not move, it does not look like. They want a military alliance, and I would give them a military alliance if I wasn't trying to make them a vassal. Okay, so I don't think it really matters what the Disciples of Hashut or the rest of the Chaos Dwarves do. This matters. And we'll just take that settlement back. They waved off. Yeah, we don't really care about that. I don't even know. I'm surprised there's any minor factions left. Alright, cool. Do we want Plague Bearers? You know what? We haven't done any Toads in a while, so we'll go ahead and take the Toads just to increase them, because I'm pretty sure that we've got a pretty good base of Plague Bearers at this point. Alright, so it does not look to me like Xiaoming moved. Now, to confirm this, we will... military presence 20 in their settlement. So he's sitting in there.
Or be eradicated.
And he has attrition. This is a... He's not going to have a very big garrison to help him. So what we're going to do is wipe him out. If it wasn't for that, then we would auto-resolve that. But we also have some other troops here that can help us out. And let's see how that looks. We can auto-resolve this battle. Yeah, we can totally auto-resolve this battle and not have to fight it. It will take a little bit of damage. I'm willing to do that provided that there isn't a big army sitting here that can reach us. So what we need to do to figure that out is we need to send a plague cultist down there and see what kind of army. Yeah, they got a minor army sitting there, so they can't really do anything to us. This army can't even... Well, it's recruiting, so it doesn't matter. So what we're going to do is go ahead and just auto-resolve this. And we will take some damage. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. We'll go ahead and sack it. And he has enough movement range that if they decide to, and depending on how many units they have there, they might be able to reach up in here and think that they want to attack this settlement. And we'll go ahead and occupy the settlement with this one.
Our spirits free.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we want. And we'll just, we'll take one of those Nurglings from him, because he doesn't really need them. He's just kind of carrying them. Alright. That's fine. All this is going to replenish. That's cool. That's what we wanted out of that. And then this is going to be sellable to Kairos here soon. We should go ahead and get rid of this settlement too. To Kairos. I forget what it's called. Hang on. It is Wang Chang. Yeah, we'll take a couple thousand for that. Thank you. And then next turn, we'll sell this to him in exchange to complete this province over here. Yeah. Okay. So, this one is going to be another military province. Eventually. So we'll go ahead and do this. Yeah. And then this army looks like it's kind of coming down this way. And we need to go up there and kill these guys anyway. So we can't reach it, but we can get pretty close. And who knows, maybe we'll get lucky. You know what, I probably should check that beforehand. We might have been able to reach it with that extra campaign movement range. Alright. This guy was moving along to screw with Katarin. Let's keep going this way. And just kind of like look for a good opportunity. This is... Yeah. Tier 3. It says Pyrrhic victory. We'll bring in the extra troops here. This is close victory now. We're not going to lose any troops, so we might as well auto-resolve that. We will sack it, and we'll go ahead and occupy it. And we can probably sell that to Scrag. Maybe. Now, this army is not going to be able to reach us, no matter what they do. So we're actually going to force march this army. Yeah, they've got plenty of that left. So we're going to force march this army up here with the intent of they're going to come across over here, and we're going to probably set up an ambush trap with this army next turn. Let's go with despoilers. Okay. And then, yeah. Okay, what do we need here? So we've gone down this. We've accomplished that. We have, what, 4 points left? One of them we want to give to Mentor. So I think we ought to spend it here and get Children of Nurgle. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we'll spend Children of Nurgle So 47, 48, 49, 50. Yeah. I mean, not that it matters. We can just respec it, but let's see here. Yeah, we were doing this. This guy was going down. I think he's all... Yeah, he's done with all of his spells. So let's do this. And this one, I think, was running out of room too. Yeah, we were going down this. Alright. That's good. This guy is still scouting. And we've still got unspent points. These guys, this one was doing replenishment, that's right. We need it, so we might as well. And then this one was going down fleshy abundance. Ooh. Okie dokie. This guy, doesn't matter. Let's do despoilers. Alright. Oh yeah, building. We haven't had to do that in a minute. Let's go ahead, and we might as well upgrade that, even though it's really just a corruption thing. And it also helps spread plagues. And then this one, we might as well build growth here, I guess. Damaged buildings. We can go ahead and repair this, because we're going to sell it next turn. It's worth a little bit more if it's fully repaired. And we have the money to do it. This one, we're probably not keeping this province. So we might... Yeah, we'll go ahead and repair it and sell it to Scrag. And, okay, now we can do diplomacy. I will absolutely take friendliness with Chaos Dwarves all day long, thank you very much. Because I cannot fight them. I'll also take a non-aggression pact with this guy. Okay. Okay. I'm probably going to break the stream off here pretty soon. We're going to see if we were able to complete that province with Kairos. And we'll probably call it. I wanted to try to get into another Chaos Realm today, but man, it's just been kind of slow going on these later turns. There's been a lot of extra stuff to do. The Ice Court. Let's see. What is the Ice Court going to do to us? Basically, they're going to go after the Chaos Dwarves. Which is whatever. We should probably also, once we finish in... Once we sell that territory to Kairos and complete our province, we should probably consider replenishing our army to full for Kugath, and like actually do our quest battle that we probably could have done like 60 turns ago. All right, yeah, we want to see what happens with these guys too. Pretty much exactly what I thought they were going to do. Remember that they're still taking attrition. And they have been the whole time, even when they were garrison, they were taking attrition. So that the only dangerous units they have in that army. Ooh. Yeah. It's about time for us to get out of here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to squirt out through the bottom of this province and just do a rampage. And then they can have all of this. We came over here with the intent of basically filling time and making a lot of money. And we have accomplished that goal once we sell that off to Kairos. I just want to see what happens with Xiaoming here, and then we can basically burn through the rest of the turns. Yeah, so it looks like he's building some armies down here that we'll just chew on our way out. We're going to just kind of rip down through here and blow up all of his stuff. We might even recruit a third army for the purposes of like hanging out and actually leveling. Like, because we want Kugath to, I've set him up to do sacking. We want Kugath to sack, but then once we sack the settlement, we can't raise it that turn. So what we need is a third army that can just, that can raise the settlement the next turn, so we can just leave it behind and then re-recruit a new one periodically. So we need some follow-up. We need some following armies, and they'll get some experience too, which is fine. But we want them to actually have to ruin dwell their settlements on our way out, because that'll set them back quite considerably. These guys want peace. I really don't. Alright, what attacked me? Oh, it was that, did I hit fast forward? I must have hit fast forward. So we need to pause it when we come through. This is them getting caught in our ambush.
Time to enjoy ourselves.
And we'll just take the money, I guess. Oh, no. No, it's just because they declared war on us, and then it immediately skips the next action. Uh-oh.
Slough the skin from your bones.
It's just more stuff to chew on. It's fine. Because now they're at war with the Chaos Dwarves, too. Which is great. It's a whole reason we wanted that alliance. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's take a look at this and see if we're actually able to pull this off. You can see that we now have this built. It is a tier 3 settlement with 3 military buildings in it. We want the floating mountain. So, let's see here. We may have to sell the other settlement first. Yeah, we have to sell the other settlement first. Which is fine. I just don't remember what it's called. Wherever it is. Hang on. It is called the Mines of Nanyang.
I am no
On Lee. We should sack that. So we're going to do this movement first. Ooh. We should probably kill that. Now that I think about it. Yeah. Alright, so let's go with, where is Kairos? Mines of Nanyang. He'll sell it to us for $3 grand. And then we want him to sell us. What was it?
And we'll see it clearly in hindsight.
We're just gonna look it up.
Change in cut.
I'm not used to this map still. That's not it. Where is it? Floating mountain. We want floating mountain.
The portents are that your presence here is not
Floating mountain. 155. We're willing to sell you Nangao. Ah, he won't do it. Shit. We're gonna have to hang out here still. Because we're gonna have to build that up to tier 4. That's okay. We have the army to do it, so we're gonna kill that army next, I guess. And part of me wants to send my subordinate army down there, although now he can't reach because we sold that, so that doesn't work. So we'll say that. We'll go ahead and say that we're going to blow that up. And we don't want them to threaten it. They moved that army. Although they didn't move it the way that we wanted. So so we're gonna destroy that. We'll sack it. We can't move any closer to get that, so we have to keep going up this way, so we might as well occupy that. And then where we're going to break the stream off is next stream we will do this fight. So that is we might as well move this guy up there to reinforce, to get some experience. And then this army's on force march. So that's where we're going to pick up next time, although it looks like we'll be able to we will not be auto-resolving it because we want to replenish these units here. So that's all for the stream tonight, guys. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. I need some rest. So y'all be good out there. Have fun playing, and we'll see you on the next stream. Thanks for watching the Art of Safe Scumming.